So I'm going to do a little breakdown here today. We're off to Morocco. We're traveling a bit lighter than normal. Me and Lisa always use the Trangia setup, normally take everything. We like our cooking. We're not boiling the bag people. We do like sort of real food. We like to be able to cook, you know, multiple different dishes when we're away. We're looking to go a bit lighter on this trip, so I was trying to figure out a way I could get the minimal gear but still be able to cook anything I want to cook. Cook a wide variety of meals. I mean, I'm not sure how much we'll be camping on this trip because in Morocco, accommodation is cheap, food is cheap. I didn't want to take everything with me. But at the same time, we might get upset stomachs while we're out there. You know, there comes a time when sometimes you just need to cook, and it could be because we got an upset tummy, it could be because we fancy wild camping. So I like to be able to cook. I think with this setup I've got here, I could cook anything that I could cook, even with the big Trangia with both saucepans, etc, etc. So I'm going to break down, show you what I've got here. Right, normally we have the gas burner in the Trangia setup, but I'm going MEFs. So in here, I've got a little wax bag that I found on eBay, which I just keep my MEFs burner in it. And this is a titanium cross stand, which fits on the Trangia MEFs burner. Pretty much everyone's going to know about these, but that's your MEFs burner. MEFs goes in there, you light it, and you've got heat to cook. But this little thing is absolutely tiny, but it just clips together like so. Stands on there. That's it. That's our cooker. That will fit in your pocket if you need be. I mean, so that's our cooker. These are my Snow Peak titanium cups. These are stackable, a bit like a Russian doll. So in here, we've actually got 4. There you go. These 2, me and Lisa use for coffee. They only are ever for coffee. These 2 have multiple uses. This largest one, 600 ml. So this one we boil our water and we'll probably make 3 cups of coffee. So that acts as a saucepan on there. Also, we cut down our vegetables. I've boiled potatoes in this before. We can cook enough potatoes for the 2 of us. I mean, that's the other thing to bear in mind. This setup is cooking for 2 people. So I can cook my potatoes in there. I can cut down vegetables, long stem broccoli I cut down and boil in there, carrots, peas, etc, etc. And obviously it's storage for all the other mugs. So you're actually only effectively taking 1 mug, but I've got 4. This one also I can use as a smaller saucepan. So if I'm boiling peas or my sweet corn in there, I can do my potatoes in there. The large one comes with a lid. So again, it's quicker for boiling water with the lid on. Also, when you've boiled your potatoes, put the lid on, it'll keep them warm. I'll put them to one side, I'll boil the rest of my vegetables in that one. Also, again, if we're wild camping, I can boil water in this to have a wash with in the morning. As I say, multiple uses. So that, my saucepans and our cups. This is just the frying pan, Trangia frying pan. The lid is our chopping board and our colander. Very, very practical. So we do our chopping up in there. Inside here, we've got our cutlery, 2 sets of titanium cutlery. We've got the handle for the frying pan. Again, the handle can be used for the mugs if I'm using them as saucepans, and for the frying pan itself. Jetboil make these foldable cooking utensils. Says that, so they fit in there. They're very light. We've got 2 lighters. I've always got 2 lighters with me because 1 lighter's never enough. Lighters will always let you down. I like the Zippo. The Zippo's not practical, it's heavy and needs refilling, but I like having a Zippo. Good hand warmer as well, a Zippo, you know. Always good in cold weather. Heat that lid up. Remember that when I was a kid. Warming it up, get your hands warm. So, hand warmer and a lighter. Here we got 2 Snow Peak titanium plates. They fit inside that frying pan. That's what we eat off. Obviously, can use these as frying pans as well, if you wanted to go even lighter. Light's not really, we're traveling on a motorcycle and light is not really the issue, it's size with us. Like I say, we do normally carry the whole Trangia set. We'll carry the billy cam, but we're just trying to go a bit lighter weight because we're traveling through Morocco and across the Sahara Desert in places, and I kind of just want to see if I can not have as much stuff as I normally do and not be so bogged down. So here's the cross burner. The frying pan sits on here lovely. I mean, what I would do if I was camping somewhere, I'd find a couple of rocks. I'd find 4 rocks and put around the edges so I'm not going to tip over and lose my meal. I mean, if you're careful, it's okay. It's quite solid. I'm not that careful. I can be clumsy at times. There's nothing worse than dropping your food all over the floor. So you can just find a few rocks to put around and it'll be really stable then. The other thing is to remember with the simmering for the meths burner, you can't use it with the cross burner. It won't sit on there. As you see, put that on there. It doesn't fit on. Nope. So I won't be taking the simmer, just take the lid. Sits on there fine. This is the Düssel frying pan, the Trangia Düssel one, which is combined between steel and aluminium. Someone recommended this to me, saying they're a bit easier to clean than the normal ones. And the non-stick ones I was just wearing out so fast. We do so much camping cooking, I'm just going through the non-stick ones too fast. So I'm going to try this one out. It's nice. It's a little bit heavier than the aluminium ones, but a nice looking pan. Everything fits inside it still. So that is our lightweight cook setup. So these Snow Peak plates just fit in there a treat. They're lower than the rim. They're smaller than the pan. So these are really good. These are about 12 pounds. 12, 13 pounds each. They're very, very light. Like I say, we can still cook anything. You know, we can still cook our veg, still cook our meat or our fish, or some pasta if we need to. We're always making coffee on the road, so boiling up the coffee is really easy. Let's see how we do on this trip, and I'll let you know after how it goes. Really excited about this trip. But that's the little breakdown. Thanks for watching. Hope you find something out of that. What I do is when I stack it back up, I leave the saucepan handle upside down, and it just helps keep the strap in place. So with the chopping board, there's a little space for that to come out, and then pull that nice and tight, and it's all in there nice and securely. Looking at the size of that to go in our pannier, that just falls away to nowhere. That takes up no room at all. The cross stand, this is a titanium one. I think I paid about £10 for it maybe. 16 grams. This one's made by Evernew. I've used it already, it works fine. So Evernew, 16 grams, titanium cross stand. And like I say, I've got this little wax bag because the little meths burners can be a bit smelly in your bag. So that keeps it all locked tight. That'll just go in the pannier. It's a really small setup. My mug stacked together. Obviously, in here we keep our sponge, a cut down tea towel, a tiny bottle of oil. So that all goes in there. Elastic band goes around the outside, keeps that all safe. That's our little cook setup, and we can cook pretty much anything on that. Here I've got this is an Endurostan bottle holder, which is our meths fuel. This straps under my luggage rack. It's got straps with it, but I also use some very strong cable ties underneath. The bottle locks in, but it's just nice and easy access for us on the road. It's a very strong bottle. This is one of the Primus bottles. I think this is 1.5 litre, so I've got tons of fluid in there. I think as well the meths is a bit easier to find abroad, especially in somewhere like Morocco. I can find meths. The gas bottles may be a bit harder to find. This is very robust, very strong bottle, very good lid, doesn't leak. And this Endurostan bottle holder holds that absolutely perfectly. Tightens up in there, that's not going anywhere. Like I say, it has got straps, but I do cable tie as well. That goes underneath our rack, and that's it. I think this is a good lightweight kit. Time will tell. This trip will tell, but I think I'm pretty confident I can still cook any of our meals on this. So let's find out on the road, eh?